Hey guys, Coral Blonde Wave. I'm Eric.
Rick.
I'm Calvin.
Aaron.
And we are back with Attack on Titan. Last time, what happened?
Well, the last of the Titans has left.
Yeah, the caboose came by. Yeah, but we do have all the other Titan shifters kind of all on one side now, right? With Annie. Well,
We have like 5 Titans, right?
Yeah. We also had Connie going to feed Falco to his mom.
But Armin said, "No, I'll be the food."
It was a nail biter. But yeah, now we have to decide what we're gonna do. We're gonna save the world.
I'll have them set me up with some prime real estate in the interior. All day and night, I'll sit and sip on the finest liquor money can buy. My wife and kids and their kids deserve to live the good life.
John, it's me.
There was nobody in the window. Don't go. Don't think about it. Just stay put. Your place in the interior is waiting. You've earned it.
Hey, John. Good to see you. Mikasa filled me in on the situation. I'm sorry I wasn't there to help. But considering the circumstances, we both did well. Good work. We're going to try to stop Eren. Killing everyone isn't the answer.
What do you think you can do to stop him?
First off, we have to find more allies. It's safe to say our military is effectively dissolved. I'm not anybody's superior and I can't give you orders. I can only ask you for help.
I'll do it. Eren's killed too many already. I won't sit back and watch him steal more lives.
Think. Let's say we figure out a way to stop Eren. What comes after that? What do we do once he's gone? We're still monsters in the eyes of the world. And after this, they'll only be more terrified of us. If we don't exterminate the Island Devils now, it's only a matter of time before they come here and destroy us all. You remember Willie Typer's speech? What's the world gonna do when we prove him right? We did our best and now we've run out of time. That's the reason Eren decided to...
What he's doing is wrong! It's genocide. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna sit here and listen to you try to justify it! I was gonna give up the fight and cling to life at all costs, but I couldn't. Because I'm still commander of the Survey Corps. I can feel the eyes of our fallen comrades watching me. Most of them died too soon to learn that past our walls, humankind lived on. But if they'd known, would they want to set our island free and let the rest of the world burn? Can you imagine any of them being that selfish? We'll only get one chance to stop the slaughter.
Hanji. In the end, I'll always be a scout.
Oh man, that's good. I like that.
Is that Marco?
Potatoes in the pot are peeled. They did not peel them.
So is anybody gonna help me out with these potatoes? Or are we just gonna glare at each other?
I'm gonna glare at you.
We've
Rick.
gone from trading blows to breaking bread
We
inside
had
of
Potato
a day,
Girl.
Huh? Out of curiosity, what made you change your minds?
I'm only repeating what I already told you, General. But nobody here wants to be an accessory to genocide. That's why we're all hiding out in the woods eating stew instead of celebrating in town.
So you finally figured out who the good guys are, huh?
Are you kidding me? You seriously think you're in the right? You're crazy. You people spent years trying to murder us all, and we're the bad guys because we didn't just roll over and die? We found a way to survive, and now you're gonna call us devils for it?
That's right. You're exactly what we always thought you were. We let you fester for too long on Paradis. What a mess.
Plenty. Not a word about your shock troops destroying Eren's home and making him watch his mother get eaten alive. That's what started this.
Yeah.
If you want to know why this is happening, go look in the mirror.
Right. Everything was fine till your buddy lost his mom. I guess all those centuries of Marley's people getting ground under Eldia's heel don't count for anything in your mind. Compared to the sum of the carnage and misery wrought by Eldia, your island's suffering is a joke.
Excuse me?
Beliefs versus beliefs, man.
If we're gonna be at each other's throats, let's stick to arguing about stuff we
His
lived
entire
through
life, he's been on
ourselves.
top. He's always
Look,
believed he
John,
was correct.
Our friend the General is having a hard time
It's not gonna change
understanding why
overnight.
we're not acting like the devils we are. Giving up our paradise to save a world that wants us dead? Tell me, can you honestly bring yourself to kill him?
Jeez.
Are you truly ready to kill Aaron?
I don't think that's our only option. We can find another way.
Exactly what I expected you to say. So what? You're gonna try and persuade him? You made the choice to slaughter every man, woman, and child on the planet. You think you can talk him back from that? We're the ones fighting to protect our homeland now, and we're going to do what we need to do. But if we have to kill Aaron to save Marley, you're going to turn on us to try to save your friend. And you know it. Don't you, Mikasa? Tell me I'm wrong.
If you want me out of the way, then just come out and say it.
Leonhard!
I know exactly how you feel, Mikasa. I'm not fighting Aaron because I think the world's worth saving. I'm doing it because my dad's in Marley and I don't want him to die. But I can't save him without your help. If you really can change Aaron's mind, that's fine with me. But until you get the chance, we shouldn't be fighting.
Can we convince him to stop? I don't know how.
I don't know.
Glad you worked that out. And look, our stew's good to go now. Dig in!
Does look good.
From what Kiyomi told me, the Azumabito have a flying boat in the harbor, and they've been planning to take off and observe the rumbling from the air. We can use that to get close to the founding Titan. The problem is, we have to find the founder first, and we won't have enough fuel to fly around looking for him.
Right. Which is why we captured this one. Now, where is Jaeger going first?
Captured this
I
one.
don't know. And if I did, what reason
Yelena?
would I have to
Yeah, it's Yelena.
kiss my ass?
Hmm?
What makes you think I'll reverse course now and help you Marley and Swine save your godforsaken hellhole of a country?
How about the fact that it's your only chance of seeing another sunrise?
That won't work. She doesn't want to live. Are you gonna let your country get flattened just to spite the Marley and Swine?
It's a fair question.
The answer is yes. Want to know why? Because she's a purebred Marleyan pig herself.
You were born and raised in a typical Marleyan family, but you wrote yourself a new life story when you met Zeke. One where you were from an annexed territory. As you grew disillusioned with Marley, the story got more elaborate. It evolved into a grand fantasy about saving the world with your prince. And in time, you hoped your fairy tale would find its way into the history books.
Who wouldn't want to imagine themselves as the savior of hundreds of millions of innocent lives? Seems to me, you need to have your memories jogged.
How'd you
How'd you
stew?
stew?
What?
That's the disclosure?
Yeah.
You were the one who breached Shiganshina's inner gate. Do you know how many Eldians were devoured by pure Titans because of that? And Annie Lanhart, I hear you killed more than a few Survey Corps members in your time.
Levi
And that's
Squad.
before we get into all the innocents you trampled trying to fight your way out of Stohas. There's Armin, the level-headed one, who seems far too kind to cause the sort of bloodbath he did at that harbor in Marley. How high do you think you could stack those corpses? Everyone gave a heroic performance in Liberia. Jean most of all. Little Falco here threw himself in front of you to protect the cart. But you didn't let that stop you from firing your Thunder Spear, did you?
I want to thank you for this, Yelena. You're baiting us into airing out our grudges so we can get it out of our systems and get our heads on straight, right? You'd have had someone to vent to yourself if you hadn't blown all your friends' brains out to keep your fantasy alive. Now you've got nothing but a head full of cutting remarks and a death wish.
You had mentioned another name. He was already dead by the time we met, but I remember you said you were good friends. What was it? Marco. As I recall, you told me Annie had something to do with his death, didn't you?
That is one grievance that
He
has
stole
not
us
been.
in the headgear and left him where the Titans could get to him. Marco got eaten because of me.
Annie was only following the orders I was giving her. If we let him go, he could have exposed us. So we decided we had to silence him. We figured nobody would think twice about a scout getting eaten by a Titan. So I tackled him onto a roof, and I pinned him down. And I ordered Andy to strip off his ODM gear.
So, did he say anything before he was killed?
He asked why I wasn't willing to talk to him.
I think that question still applies. We haven't been willing to talk. We all just started fighting and assumed it had to be to the death.
I stood and watched the Titan as it devoured Marco. And then a switch flipped and I couldn't figure out why it was happening. I just snapped. Flew into a rage, hell-bent on avenging Marco.
The soldier
I
move.
cut down the Titan myself.
We get it, Rhina. You're saying the guilt of carrying out your mission screwed with your head.
I'm sorry.
Easy, man!
We came here to kill everyone on Parody. We wanted to stage a massacre. No prisoners. We thought the world might forgive us for the sins of the Eldian Empire if we wiped you out. And now my mom and dad and everyone back in Liberia, I'm gonna lose them all because of what I did. I'm sorry. I understand I have no right to ask anything of any of you, but we can't save our families without your help. So please, please don't let our homes get trampled. I'm begging you.
We're 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 begging you. Let go. Where are you going, John?
Hey, wait, I just poured you a fresh bowl.
Something got through to him.
Copy. Please shut up.
Oh, that's great.
We need to get moving.
Oh, you're really gonna help us?
Of course. Let's go. Get your mopey ass up already, Rhina. Your stupid face fixed itself hours ago.
Stupid.
Gabi. I'm sorry about kicking you. You okay?
I'm tougher than I might look.
She's
It's
tough.
fine.
I'm glad. Rhina, you're not getting an apology. Here comes the cart.
Stop. There's a problem.
It's the harbor. The Jaegerists beat us there. They've captured it. There are tons of soldiers posted all over the port in full anti-Titan gear.
Oh,
Dang it. They need that anti-Titan rifle. Just snipe right through him.
What, fuck?
Yeah.
Fuck everybody else, though.
Fuck everybody else. Just kill him.
Is that one lady the one that
She's
from
the
the island
diplomat
from
from
Mikasa's like
Yeah.
Asmo B2.
home
Has a
place,
movie
right?
too. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
She's the one with the flying airship thingy.
Like I like the Mikasa and Annie thing, and Annie believing like you guys won't be able to kill him, but Annie also being like I'm not against changing his mind,
Yeah.
but if that doesn't work, I don't want my dad to die being trampled.
Yeah.
You know, and Gabby's on the same boat where he's like, please, you know, I know we did terrible things to you, and I know a lot of this is my fault because I killed Sasha and did this and did that,
Yeah.
but like, please don't let our home be trampled.
And
you
on the
know?
other side, like, Aaron didn't want his mom to die.
Yeah,
And this cycle of revenge has been happening for 2,000 years.
sure. Which I mean, that's the thing too, where it's like the argument of
Everyone has a reason.
like, are we to blame for what Eldians did 2,000 years ago. Like, we weren't here.
Yeah.
We've been living behind walls. Most people didn't even know about any of this stuff going on,
Sure.
you know? Like,
Sins of the father.
yeah. Like, at what point can we move to the next step and start forgiving each other and start working together versus, oh, well, I hate them because they did this, and I hate them because they did this, and then just keep back and forth, and now you don't have an eye, and now you don't have a hand.
McGath will never change.
I don't know. There was something about him that had, like, a look from the Gabby part. Like, Gabby and Falco being like, please, we're begging you, and I don't want to lose my home, and I feel like it's my fault for what has happened because of the things I've done. And there was just something where I felt like they almost got to him more than they got to John, however you want to say it.
And from his perspective, he doesn't see it as wrong, you know?
As I was saying, it's like John's beliefs versus Commander, what is it? McGath. Versus, like, his beliefs.
Yeah.
Like, they both believe that this is what it is when you
Well,
just
and-
got to change that somehow.
I don't think you can change his mind. I don't know.
Aaron's?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like this season we got introduced to Gabby to have a mirror of Aaron.
Sure.
And her mind changed.
Sure. She was exactly like, I will kill every one of them and do anything I can.
But
and
Aaron
that's his mind changed in season 1. Like, is it too late? Like, Aaron has forged his will through fire, and then more fire, and more fire.
I guess
then
you
lots
know?
of blood.
the similarity there is if the commander can change. His beliefs arguing with John, you know, like, they're back and forth there. Like, John obviously is okay with helping them to save their people, right? Like, he's getting to that point where it's like, I will help you, even though he's viewing it as like, well, we do this, now we've just weakened ourselves and you guys will just kill us later on anyway.
But I loved, like, all of the scouts looking at the remaining scouts and, like, judging them.
That was so emotional.
Oh, man. Yeah.
It's
Seeing
crazy
everybody.
how many we've lost.
It is.
I'm just thinking about
So
Levi's.
many.
How much I love Levi Squad.
I wonder
The
how,
guy kept biting his tongue.
I wonder how many in the background there are recognizable throughout. You know what I mean?
I recognized
Like-
almost everybody in the front row.
Like, the difference between, like, just making an audience in the background or having, like, here's Marco, here's...
I mean, especially considering we haven't seen a lot of them in the new art style. It's slightly different, you know.
That was the thing with,
but-
like, Marco, right? Because Marco died in... Was it season 1?
Yeah.
Like, having his death, I'm like, oh, is that Marco? It's like, I think, but I haven't seen what he looks like in this one, you know?
So now the plan is we got to get the flying boat.
Yep.
And that will fly us over and get to Aaron.
Yep.
But they don't have enough fuel to just fly around and look for him.
Yeah.
They have to know where he is.
I assume he's in the front. So
Well,
I guess just follow the giant.
But I
huge
think-
Titans.
But the giant
They've
huge
gone
Titans have already...
Yeah.
different ways, I think. Like, I think it's not, let's go to one place and trample it. I think it's, let's trample everywhere at once.
It's just a great show to have such well-defined characters. Where they're the best case scenarios, we're gonna talk this guy out of genocide. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work. I don't know. I'm like you, Rick. I have no idea where it's gonna go. There's always different ways, but at the very least,
The show has always surprised me.
yeah. And we gotta go get Flock.
Yeah.
That'd be fun to watch.
Yeah.
I always like to see him squirm.
Yeah.
Hopefully save that one lady.
To the next.